All right, I hope you got your judges' robes on.
All right.
Because it is time for Judge Akin to make some rules.
All right, good.
So here we go.
Is that gum in your mouth, Donnie?
No.
You have a little crush on me?
No. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to say right now.
You know, I've been watching you all year, Donnie. When you hit that shot to beat Fairfield and you were jumping up and down in your little Larry Bird short shorts and sweating like a jar of pickles in the hot sun. God, that was so hot.
Is this really happening?
This is happening. It's happening right now in my office.
Okay, awesome. So I'm totally in. How do you want to do it? Because I made sex before lots of ways. So you want to go straight to hand jobs or eating me out or taking me from behind?
I'll teach you.
I'm a virgin.
All right.
All right.
Well, we're going to start with the least sexy of these stories.
All right.
That and what I mean by that, this is I'm thinking this is man on boy gay love.
All right. Life sentence. You don't even need to read the story.
All right.
Death penalty.
I'm going to read it anyway.
All right.
A high school wrestling coach has resigned after someone sent images of him engaging in inappropriate sexual behavior by himself in his classroom.
So he was jerking off and somebody spread it?
Apparently, yes.
All right.
School officials said Danny Sinnott, Sinnott, resigned as an internal investigation began. The person who sent the images to the district was trying to blackmail the coach. Believe it or not. Channel 2 Tom's Jones went to Collins Hill High School, where parents picking up their children did not want to talk about the incident.
I'd say not.
The email sent to the school district, including a threat to send video of the inappropriate behavior to teachers at the school if Sinnott did not pay up.
So who was videotaping him jerking off?
Well, somebody must have, knew his habits or knew what he was doing and whipped out the old iPhone and...
All right, but was he jerking off at school?
Apparently he must have been.
Like in the coach's room or something?
Apparently he must have been.
All right.
The school system began an investigation. Sinnott resigned before the investigation was complete.
All right.
The district did not initiate an investigation to determine who was blackmailing the coach.
Need a ruling on this?
I need a ruling on this, so let's play the Judge Akin bumper.
All right.
And find out how Judge Akin will rule, because obviously a person was not violated, but somebody potentially could have been blackmailed.
Right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Well, I think I'm going to surprise the jury here.
All right.
I'm going to go with not guilty.
Not guilty.
All charges dropped. And I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with jerking off at school.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's a hard day. It's a long day. You're in a fucking school, for God's sakes. some of the chicks, whether they're underage or not, they probably look really good.
Well, again, you're assuming that this coach is heterosexual.
Okay, well, if he's not, some of the dudes, whether they're old enough or not, look really good.
Okay.
To this guy, whatever. Girls, chicks, whatever. He didn't actually pull one of the kids in.
That is true.
He just jerked off. Which one of us, as a male, all the guys that are listening, you included, Neely.
Okay.
Who hasn't jerked off in an inappropriate place? I mean, honestly, even you, Neely.
I would have to think really hard about that.
You've never jerked off anywhere but at home in your own bed.
I'm going to have to think about this.
I think I've jerked off at every job I ever worked. I definitely think I jerked off in at least middle school and high school.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I can't say that I've ever done that in high school or even middle school.
I know I've jerked off in at least one Walmart.
Really?
Fuck yes.
Wow. This is a lot of revelations here.
This is what I'm telling you. And I know I'm not alone here. I'm just the one that's
I'm not going to say that you're alone. I'm just going to speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
I can't say that I ever jerked off in a department store.
Yeah. Dude, you go walking around that store and, you finally get away from your fucking nagging fucking person.
Well, I can't say that I've had that experience, okay?
You get away from your person and you're walking through a store and you see this hot piece of ass and she's fucking checking out bras and you're looking at it and you're checking out her hands fondling those bras.
So you go to the men's room in the Walmart and bang one out?
You take one, you go in the back there, you get into the fucking handy-capable stall and
Really?
You work it out.
Wow.
Absolutely.
I'm learning so much here. I had no idea.
And I know, and it's funny because now this chat room went real silent real quick because there's a lot of people don't want to admit that they've jerked off in odd places.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I've never done that.
Have you ever jerked off like in the woods?
No.
Never?
No.
I've done that. What about in a car?
Have I jerked off in a car?
Yeah.
No, I can't say that I have.
I've done that. Like at lunchtime at work?
No, I've never done that.
I've done that.
Mm-mm.
I've done that. Yeah, I've jerked off in a lot of fucking odd places. So this wrestling coach, this doesn't shock me.
Okay.
He jerked off. He jerked off at work. No different than, me jerking off in the bathroom at the fucking customer service job. Same thing.
Let me ask you, and this is and I did not personally experience this. I heard this from other people that I went to school with.
Okay.
When I went to school, there was a coach. He coached various sports.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to give his name, but
okay.
He when the guys, after whatever sporting thing that they did, whether it was an actual game or a practice or whatever the case may be,
yeah,
he had a big bottle, or I guess a bottle of vitamin C.
Okay.
Vitamins, those chewables.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He would basically walk around. Now, I'm sure you're well aware of how a locker room looks.
Sure.
There's rows of lockers, and in between the lockers, there's benches. And the guys would be changing their clothes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He would walk around with this bottle of vitamin C, but he would never have any clothes on. And,
okay.
And he'd walk around offering these guys vitamin C from this bottle, and he'd go, "Did you get your C?"
All right.
And they referred to this guy as Bell Dong.
Bell, because he had a big cocker.
Yeah, Bell Dong. But he made a practice of walking around with his
His cock out and his vitamin C.
Exactly.
All right. Now here's the question to clarify this situation, whether this was normal weird, or absolutely gay.
Okay.
Was his dick hard?
That I don't know the fact.
Mm-hmm.
I can't answer that. I don't know because I wasn't part of this.
Mm-hmm.
I heard this from a couple of different people.
Okay.
But he would walk around and go, "Did you get your C?" And they'd have to walk, reach into the jar or whatever and get their vitamin C if they wanted one. But he always did it pantsless.
Now, all right. Now that changes what if you would take it or not. I think I might take one of the vitamin C's if his dick was not hard.
Okay.
If his dick was hard, there's no chance of my fucking taking anything.
But the question is why did he walk around the locker room with no pants on?
One of two reasons. He's either a weirdo. There's a definite part that goes to that.
Sure.
But also, he was probably one of these fucking jokester fucks that was purposely trying to make everybody extremely uncomfortable. And that would do it. That would definitely do it. That's the same as fucking being handed a plate at the buffet line at the strip club.
Okay.
It's the same exact thing. Would you eat from a buffet at a strip club?
No, absolutely not.
Under no circumstance would you ever do that. Doesn't matter if they had Bobby Flay in there cooking the fucking food.
Right.
You're just not going to eat at a strip club, not at a buffet. Fuck no. You don't know what fucking pussy disease dust has flown into that. Absolutely not. And I think this guy was probably playing that game a little bit.
All right. Well, again, I don't know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted Judge Akin's take on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's all kinds of good ones. Joe in the chat room, I jerked off at a 75-cent car wash vacuum. Cost me $2.25 before I could finish.
Did he use the vacuum? That's the question.
I'm assuming he did. He put 75 cents in and started sucking, and he worked it on his dick.
Nice.
Good one, Joe. Jeremy, beating your meat gives you energy and mental clarity. Bobby, I've done it in traffic. What the hell am I supposed to do? Red lights excite me?
Traffic, okay.
I'm trying to think if I've ever done it driving. I don't think I've ever done it with the car actually moving. Joker Jack, I did it in a car once. Phil Ooze, I jerked off in the woods and in a car. Joe, I jerked off in a Sears fitting room.
A fitting room, okay.
Yeah, I've done that. Come on. So there you go.
All right. Well, again, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I can't personally say that I've done that.
Right. Well, I'm not alone in my fucking disgustingness. So I stand by my ruling. Not guilty, all charges.
All right. All right. Well, then, when does the gavel come in?
Probably tomorrow.
All right.
I wish I would have thought of it Thursday. I would have had it for tonight.
All right. Well, we will have a gavel for future rulings.
Yes, we will.
All right. Clinton, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
An Oklahoma middle school teacher has been arrested for, quote unquote, raping one of her students.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Kerry, that is Keri Hoffman, Hoffman, Kerry Hoffman, 35, an algebra teacher of Clinton Middle School, was arrested Sunday for multiple counts of rape involving a student. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation reports.
What was the name of the school?
Clinton, just like President Clinton.
Okay.
Middle School.
Clinton Middle School. There's a bunch of Kerry Hoffmans out here.
Keri.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Clinton School. All right. Oh. Liked it better when there was other options.
State officials say Hoffman and her husband drove to Clinton Police Department on Saturday, where she confessed to having sexual relationships with one of her 15-year-old students.
And she's how old? 35?
She's 35, and she banged a 15-year-old.
Just gathering evidence here.
Hoffman reportedly told authorities that she used
Facebook.
Exactly. Messenger to communicate with the teenage boy and set up locations for sexual contact.
Well, that's good, knowing that nobody can track anything you do on Facebook.
She allegedly admitted to having sex with the boy numerous times since March 30th of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
So we're into April 14th today.
Yeah.
So she's banged this kid out several times in the last month.
All right. She
did it inside her car and inside of her father's detached garage.
Oh, nice.
So she's married, right? They're always married.
Of course they are.
And they're always banging their students.
Mm-hmm.
She's banging this kid in her father's garage.
Nice. Good idea. Good playing.
Hoffman also told authorities that she had sex with the boy before taking him to the Capitol for a teacher walkout last week.
Sucked his cock on his way to the field trip.
Listen, I'm going to protest for my wages and benefits, but I'm going to extract your jizz before I do this. Before she dropped him off at home later that evening.
Right.
She was booked into the Custer County Jail for facilitating sexual conduct or communication with a minor by using technology. I didn't even know that was a rule or law.
That's like more of a sentence now if you use technology?
It says, I'm going to read it exactly how it's written here.
Right.
For facilitating sexual conduct or communication with a minor by using technology.
Okay.
2 counts of second-degree rape and a pattern of criminal offenses.
All right.
She has her bond set at $30,000.
All right. So I'm clear on the case before I make a ruling.
Okay.
I'm going to assume by the 2 counts means she fucked him twice.
Yeah, she banged him at least twice.
Well,
it's probably more.
Well, wouldn't it be more counts?
It would be, but she admitted to 2.
Okay. So that might be plea dealing with a lawyer.
Yeah, she probably banged him 4, maybe 5 times.
But she's admitting to 2.
Yeah, she's saying at least 2.
All right. I'm ready to make a ruling.
All right. Let's play the bumper.
All right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Okay, there's a couple key factors to this story that were not broached by the story itself, but I'm going to bring to everybody's attention.
All right.
First and foremost, looking at this teacher's pictures, there is not a chance in hell that there was ever a student that said, man, oh man, do I hope I get to fuck Miss Hoffman. And that needs to be remembered.
All right. So hotness is always a factor in this.
It's always a factor. And if nobody, look, we just did a segment about jerking off in school. Never happened with an image of Miss Hoffman.
All right. Miss Hoffman was not the image that young adolescent boys were thinking about when they were in the handicap stall,
Absolutely not.
Cranking one off.
The wrestling coach was not beating off to the image of Miss Hoffman.
All right.
Was not happening. No student ever said, man, oh man, my life would be complete if I fucking blew a load in Miss Hoffman. It just didn't happen that way.
Okay.
That's a key element.
All right.
Secondly, equally on the appearance, she loses any grace that I might give her for her horrible hair. I mean, her hair, there's 2 different pictures of her. There's 3 pictures of her with 3 different hairstyles, and all of them are bad. The mugshot picture, I'll let that one slide a little bit because it is a mugshot picture.
It is a mugshot. She was dragged out of her home on a Sunday.
Yeah, and she probably didn't have a brush as they gave her jumpsuit. So fair enough, her hair looks a little fucking raggedy and oily and gross. But then these other 2 pictures, one of them looks like she should be at the LBGQXYZ fucking fest, as a keynote speaker.
All right.
And the other one looks like that stupid, and I don't even know how to explain this. I'm just going to put it in the chat room, and people that are not listening live aren't going to get this, but this was a look that girls in the early 80s had. And it was a horrible look that they had, where their hair was like down on the sides, but pushed back in the middle. And I don't know how else to explain it other than that. But look at this look. That look has never been good. Ever. Do you agree with me there?
I would agree.
That is a terrible, terrible look. Now, she does get a couple of points on the good side of this ruling by the fact that even though this kid was a minor, he's just a dummy because he's in middle school and he's 15 years old.
Right.
So he ultimately should be almost done with high school. Instead, he's too stupid to get past fucking grade 8. So he's a big dumb dope. And big dumb dopes need to get their dick sucked every once in a while just to remind them that they do have value in the world. So I'm going to give her some points for that. So ultimately, based on all of these factors, Miss Hoffman is doing 3 to 5. And definitely years, not months.
All right. So she gets 3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years of hard, intense labor.
Just because of appearance mostly.
Yeah. If she'd have washed her fucking hair before she got arrested, she might have cut her sentence down. But instead, she had to look like a greasy hobo, so she gets fucking what she gets.
All right.
It's important.
So according to Judge Akin, the greasy hobo gets 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, look at Jackal disagreeing with me. I'm going to put another picture in there to make Jackal agree with me. Look at this picture of her. There's nobody wanting to ever bang this girl ever.
Look at Nathan. Guilty.
Of course. Look at her. Look at Miss Hoffman.
Yeah, Miss Hoffman would
It's
not
almost
be
Mr. Hoffman.
Yeah, Miss Hoffman would not be somebody who would say, "Man, I got to bang that."
No one has ever jerked off to her ever. There's no pictures of her past the shoulders down. She's kind of fat. She's just a fat, gross teacher. She's the wrong one. She's definitely the wrong teacher in that. I'm sure there's hotter teachers than that that could have got a lesser sentence.
So 3 to 5 years just for not being hot.
Yeah.
All right. Judge Akin rules.
Judge Akin has ruled.
All right. Can't wait till you actually get a gavel. All right. One more before we get out of here.
All right.
I'll be really interested on how you rule with this one.
Okay.
A middle school teacher allegedly admits to sending nude photos to a 14-year-old.
All right, 14.
A Texas middle school teacher has been arrested after she reportedly confessed to sending multiple nude photos of herself to a 14-year-old boy.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't say anything that she had any sex with this boy.
Just naked pictures.
She just sent photos.
Okay.
As a outsider looking in, I gotta wonder, how stupid are people to think that their digital trail cannot be tracked?
Yeah, she's clearly a dummy.
Yeah.
And believe me, that is noted for the record here before the ruling.
All right. According to the Daily Mail, 28-year-old English teacher Kylie, just like your daughter's name, Kyle.
Okay.
Rexann, Rexann. Modisette, that is Modisette. She's not black.
No, she's not.
Was arrested on Thursday after she told a Texas Ranger.
Texas Ranger?
Texas Ranger.
His name Walker?
That she sent the photos to the boy by way of Snapchat. Or in his case, Snatch Chat.
Snatch Chat.
Yes.
So she thought that the pictures would disappear and she wouldn't get caught.
Apparently not.
Smart.
Modisette reportedly admitted to sending her former student a series of sexts in December. She was charged with distribution of quote-unquote harmful material to a minor.
Ooh, is that a picture of her?
Was she a diseased pussy or something? Harmful material?
Diseased or not, I'd hit that. I mean, for my ruling.
KJAS reports that the boy, who is now in high school, deleted the photos from his phone after his friends took screenshots.
Of course they did.
And then distributed them through the school. What the hell is wrong with people? They think that this kind of stuff is private. Superintendent, Huntington Independent School District, David Flowers told the New York Daily News that Modisette has been put on administrative leave as an investigation continues. It is unknown whether her leave is paid or unpaid. Modisette has been a teacher at the school for 3.5 years. She was taken to Angelina County Jail, but is out on a $1,500 bond.
Okay. Wow. All right.
It's time for sentencing from Judge Akin.
Well, Neely, I got to tell you, I've done a lot of research on this case. I've studied the case law. I've studied the evidence that we have in front of us, specifically the one photo that Eddie Rocks posted in the chat room of her actually naked. And after a very, very careful review,
Yes.
have to go with not guilty here on all charges. She's way too hot to do any time. Plus, if anything, the only thing she's guilty of is not doing enough, as far as I'm concerned. She should have fucked the boy.
Oh my God.
She should have fucked the boy.
Look at that picture that. What in the hell is wrong with these people?
She's got a really great set of tits. Jesus Christ. She's got a fucking right body. You got to agree with that.
I am not arguing with that. Holy shit.
Here's what I want to know. As hot and perfect bodied as she is, why is there a wheelchair behind her? Who is she fucking?
What is she banging out a 14-year-old?
Yeah, probably because the fucking husband's in a wheelchair behind her.
Oh my God.
Husband's probably a fucking paraplegic or a vegetable or something.
Why are these young, vibrant women even getting married?
That's a real good question.
Why are they all married? They're like 22, 24, 28 years old, and they were all married.
How do you whip out your fucking iPhone, take off your shirt, fucking pull your panties down right to the pussy line and say, I'm going to send this picture to my fucking student? How does that happen? How does that idea come in your head? And you're like, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea.
Yeah, no one will ever know.
Yeah, my student needs to see this.
Right. This won't go any further than my 14-year-old student.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Yeah, but just based solely on her tits, not guilty.
All right. Judge Akin rules. Wow. All right. That just cracked me up.
Wow. She's a hottie.
So the first one, she gets 3 to 5. The second one, she gets nothing.
Right.
All right. Fair enough. Who's to argue with Judge Akin?
Nobody. I'm laying down the law.
Exactly. Not breaking the law.
No, breaking the law.
All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up another edition of the Classic Metal Show.
All right. That went very fast.
It went very quickly.
Right.
So we will be back next Saturday.
Right.
We'll be doing this all over again. I'm going to go see Dockin at the end of the week.
All right.
So I'm sure we'll have a road report for you of some kind.
Sure.
Can't promise whether it's going to be good or not.
Right.
But I will see him on Friday.
Have fun.
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
All right. I think that I'm going to play something from, I think, one of my favorite songs from Bombay Black.
Okay.
Is, what the hell is the name of this song? Their little acoustic jam from their Anger Management.
You Suck?
You Suck. I like Bombay Black.
Yeah, they're a good band.
Yep. So I'm going to leave you with some You Suck. That doesn't necessarily reflect you Classic Metal Show fans.
No, it reflects Carrie Hoffman.
Yeah, exactly.
She sucks.
She does, and she's doing 3 to 5.
You're damn right.
All right. All right, we're going to get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday. Everybody have a safe and enjoyable week. So this is Neely along with my very good friend
Chris Akin.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.